Hi everyone, Dakota again from BecomingAProgrammer.com. We're continuing our series on building a Hacker News clone in AngularJS. In the last video, we built this getHoursAgo filter, and then we refactored our directive, our story directive, to use it, and we used it within our comment component also here. So in this video, we are going to be adding the other filter that we originally defined as a function within our StoryDirectiveController, and we're going to be creating that filter and using it within this component and our story directive. So to do that, let's open up this getHoursAgo. No, that's the one we did. getDomainFromUrl file here, and then I'll put it over here. We're going to use our snippet ng1 filter, and then we're going to call this one getDomainFromUrl. And then our format condition here, we want to make sure that we're passing a proper URL to this filter. And I found a post by Matthew O'Riordan. I think I'm saying that right, but it's a good one. We got a regular expression here that's gonna match. I've put it in here, and it doesn't work without the www, but for that it works also with the protocol, so it'll match the whole thing. So what we're going to need to do is combine that with JavaScript match. So basically we'll do the input.match, and then we'll put in that regular expression within quotes, I believe. I'll look at an example. No, just within slashes. So here the way they do it is they're defining a string, which is the test, and then regex, which is right there, and then the value of whether it matches. But we can just do this and replace string with the input string, and then dot match, and then we'll put in the regular expression. So I'm going to copy this here, and then I'm going to come over here within our condition, and I'm going to do if input.match, and then I'm going to paste in that regular expression. And I don't know why that formatting got all weird, but this should still work. Okay, so now this is what we want to do if that match happens. So we're going to create an anchor element, and then we're going to set the attribute. We're basically creating a link and then allowing the browser to do the parsing for us here. If the host name is to news.ycombinator.com, which is the Hacker News domain, then we're going to return an empty string. Else we're going to return the host name in parentheses here. Okay. And then otherwise must be given a URL as an argument. All right. So I'm going to save that now. And before I delete anything, I'm actually going to put this in here, and we need to inject the filter that we just created by adding it to the minification safe array here, the story.inject. And then right after that, we have the story function defined, and we also need to put, oh, I need to add filter here, getDomainFromUrl filter. And then also here. And one more time within the StoryDirectiveController. Get domain. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And now this code should work. When I reload this page, we have a break. URL is not defined. Okay. Sure isn't. Okay, so this shouldn't be URL. This should be input here, because this function is given an argument named input, or a parameter named input. And then when we reload this here, you can see that we have ycombinator.com going in there, which is that what we had before? Let me check it. I already forgot. I'll save that and then reload here. Yeah, okay, that's what we had before. So change this back, and then I'll go to the main top state, because that'll be more telling. And yeah, we've got this filter working properly now. So what we can do is we can remove that code. And now the StoryDirectiveController is much cleaner. And we reload that, and we still have everything working. And then I'm going to go back to this page here. And I want to also update our component that we created to use this filter. So I'm going to add in, actually, I don't think I need to do that. Yeah, I don't need to do that, because we're not using that filter here, because we're just displaying the author's name and the time ago. I think there's one more change that I want to make to this other filter, but I think for now, let's add these changes that we just made and commit them. I just added a lot. I think, or did I? No, I just added those two. That's what I wanted. Okay. Adds get domain from URL filter and uses it in the story directive. Alright, in the next video I'm going to add a couple of things to our other filter. I think we should be able to display something a little better there. But until then, I will see you in a bit. Bye-bye.